What exactly is Lilly buying with this thing, Madison?
Yeah, so Lilly is buying into this fast-growing psychedelic space, which was once really on the fringes of drug development, but has gotten a lot more interesting and a lot more interest from drug makers over the last year or so. There are now a couple of companies that are nearing potentially FDA approval. They're in late stages of testing. AtaiBeckley is moving into late stages of testing. They have their lead drug is called BPL-003. It's actually a derivative or closely related to DMT, and it's an intranasal spray that is supposed to help with treatment-resistant depression. So it's similar to J&J's Spravato, which is a drug that's already approved for treatment-resistant depression. It's a nasal spray, and that drug has really created the infrastructure to allow things like this to have success in the market.
Yeah, what is the uptake on that drug, Maddie? And then, will the FDA just approve all of the rest of them because this is all accepted now and promoted?
Yeah, so J&J's Spravato, which is technically not a psychedelic, but kind of similar, has really opened the door to acceptance to these kinds of therapies. It's taken a few years. It was approved, I think, over 5 years ago at this point, and it was sort of slow to take off, but now it is a blockbuster drug for J&J, and a lot of clinics around the country have gotten more comfortable with prescribing something like this that requires patients to actually be in the clinic and be monitored for a couple of hours after getting a drug, just to make sure it's safe for them to drive home and things like that. And so it's, the expectation is that obviously the FDA will still look at all of these studies and drugs closely, but they're a lot more accepting of these kinds of medications than they once were. And the Trump administration is also quite supportive of these efforts, and they're taking some steps to loosen restrictions around the studying of psychedelic drugs.